So, let's talk about the Titanic Earn app. You might have seen this name pop up in an ad or heard about it from a friend. The idea behind it is pretty straightforward and honestly sounds really appealing on the surface. It claims to be a new way for you to make some extra money right from your smartphone. The marketing suggests it's a revolutionary platform, promising easy tasks and significant rewards for your time. This kind of app always gets a lot of attention because, let's be honest, who wouldn't want to earn a little extra cash just by tapping on their phone during some downtime? It's a very tempting pitch. The app positions itself as a major player in the world of online earning apps. It uses a name that everyone recognizes, Titanic, to create a sense of scale and importance. The promise is that you can join a massive community of users who are already cashing in on their daily activities. They say you can earn money while watching videos, completing surveys, or even just by checking in every day. The popularity seems to be fueled by word of mouth and aggressive online advertising, creating a buzz that makes people curious. The big question, though, is whether the hype matches the reality of what the app actually delivers to its users. What makes the Titanic Earn app stand out, at least in its claims, is the simplicity. It promises a very low barrier to entry. You don't need any special skills or a powerful computer. All you supposedly need is a smartphone and an internet connection. The app's interface is designed to look clean and modern, making it seem professional and easy to navigate. This is a classic strategy to build trust and encourage downloads. It's all about making the user feel comfortable and confident that they are using a legitimate service that will pay off in the end, without requiring too much effort on their part. The core promise is that your time has value, and the Titanic Earn app is the tool to unlock that value. It taps into the idea that the small moments in your day, waiting for a bus, standing in line for coffee, or relaxing on the couch, can be monetized. This concept isn't new, of course. There are tons of apps that offer rewards for similar tasks. But the Titanic Earn app tries to sell itself as something bigger and better, a more reliable and lucrative option than all the others. The name itself suggests something massive and unforgettable, but as we know, the original Titanic story is a cautionary tale, which is something to keep in mind. Alright, let's break down the process. If you were to download the Titanic Earn app, the first step is always creating an account. This usually involves giving them your email address, maybe your phone number, and creating a password. Sometimes, these apps will offer a sign-up bonus, a small amount of in-app currency to get you started and make you feel like you're already winning. The dashboard is likely designed to show you a list of available tasks. These are the supposed moneymakers, and they can range from watching short promotional videos to downloading other sponsored apps and trying them out for a few minutes. The main way you earn is by completing these small microtasks. For example, you might be asked to fill out a survey about your shopping habits or give your opinion on a new product. Each task you complete adds a certain number of points or a small amount of cash to your in-app wallet. The app's system is built to keep you engaged. It might have daily goals or challenges that offer bonus points if you complete a certain number of tasks within 24 hours. The goal for the app developers is to get you to spend as much time as possible on the platform, interacting with their advertisers' content. Another common feature in apps like this is a referral system. The Titanic Earn app would likely encourage you to invite your friends to join. For every person who signs up using your unique referral code, you get a bonus. This is a powerful growth strategy for the app because it turns its users into a free marketing team. It also creates a social element, making you feel like you're part of a community. The promise is that the more people you bring in, the more your passive earnings can grow over time, which sounds great in theory, but depends entirely on the system being legitimate. Finally, we get to the most important part, getting paid. After you spend hours watching videos and filling out surveys, you'll have accumulated a balance in your account. The app will have a minimum withdrawal threshold. This means you can't cash out until you've earned a specific amount, say $10 or $20. Once you reach that goal, you can supposedly redeem your earnings for gift cards to popular stores or for a direct cash transfer to a PayPal account or bank. This final step is the moment of truth, where the app has to prove that it's a real way to earn money and not just a system for collecting your data. So I did what I always do, I started digging. When a new app, especially one that involves money, starts making waves, the first thing you look for are credible reviews. I checked major tech sites like PC Mag and well-known app stores. And here's the thing. There's a strange silence. As of mid-2025, there is no mention of a Titanic Earn app in any professional reviews or best of lists. When an app is genuinely popular and paying out, tech journalists and reviewers usually pick up on it. The fact that it's missing from these trusted sources is a significant red flag. It suggests the app's popularity might be an illusion. The next step is to look for official information. Does the app have a professional website? Is there a registered company behind it with a physical address and customer support contacts? A search for the Titanic Earn app leads to a lot of dead ends. Instead of a legitimate company, the search results are dominated by blog posts and YouTube videos that seem more like promotional content than objective analysis. Interestingly, searches for Titanic do bring up reviews for the beautiful Titanic hotels in Liverpool and Belfast, but these are completely unrelated hospitality businesses. There's no connection to a financial app whatsoever, which is very telling. What about user reviews? You might find some glowing 5-star reviews on the App Store page itself, but you have to be careful with those. It's not uncommon for questionable apps to use fake reviews to boost their ratings and appear trustworthy. A better indicator is to look for off-platform discussions on forums like Reddit or Trustpilot. Often this is where you'll find the real user experiences. In the case of the Titanic Earn app, you'd likely find a mix of people asking if it's real and others complaining that they've completed tasks but can't cash out, a classic sign of a problematic app. The absence of any news or official footprint is the biggest piece of evidence we have. A legitimate app that handles financial transactions would have terms of service, a privacy policy, and clear contact information. It would be registered as a business. The complete lack of this infrastructure is alarming. It suggests that the app may not be operating transparently, and if something goes wrong, like your account being closed or your payment never arriving, there would be no one to hold accountable. This lack of a digital paper trail is a major warning sign that you should not ignore under any circumstances. So let's get to the bottom line. Is the Titanic Earn app safe and legitimate? Based on the complete lack of verifiable information, the answer is almost certainly no. When an app promises you money, it's not just asking for your time, it's often asking for access to your data. You're giving it information about yourself, your habits, and potentially even permissions on your device. With no transparent company behind the app, you have no idea how that data is being stored, used, or sold. The risk to your personal privacy and security is incredibly high, and it's not worth it for the small, uncertain promise of a payout. When you compare the Titanic Earn app to other, more established money-making apps, the difference is night and day. Legitimate platforms like Google Opinion Rewards, Swagbucks, or Amazon Mechanical Turk have been around for years. They have real companies behind them, clear payment structures, and a long history of paying their users. While the earnings on those platforms are usually modest, they are reliable. The Titanic Earn app, on the other hand, exhibits all the classic warning signs of a scam: big promises, a lack of transparency, and a suspicious absence from any credible sources. It's in a completely different and much more dangerous league. My advice is simple. Stay away from this one. You should be extremely careful with any app that makes earning a lot of money sound too easy. In the world of tech, if something sounds too good to be true, it almost always is. Your time and your data are valuable. Don't hand them over to an anonymous platform that has no track record and no accountability. Instead of chasing these get-rich-quick app schemes, you're better off investing your time in learning a new skill or using trusted platforms that have proven their worth over many years. The potential reward from this app is not worth the very real risk. Ultimately, the Titanic Earn app seems to be more fiction than fact. It's a ghost ship in the app world, much talked about in certain corners of the internet, but with no real substance to back it up. Don't get drawn in by the flashy name or the promise of easy money. This is a voyage you should definitely sit out. Protect your device, protect your data, and look for opportunities from reputable sources. There are better and safer ways to use your smartphone to your advantage. This just isn't one of them. Steer clear and keep your digital life on solid ground.